Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. We have experiences and we find around us objects that trigger our worries. The meanings of the words, the images created, uncomfortable body sensations that accompany them. All that is beyond control and we cannot change our experiences. But then we can always change our response to them. And that end result can be achieved through a process which I've started calling SNAPP, S-N-A-P-P. Now, end result is mindfulness, and mindfulness is a state of non-judgmental paying attention to your experience at the present moment. Whatever the experience is, be non-judgmental, but pay attention to that and detangle yourself from the habitual way of responding. Look, you have to cultivate mindfulness and you have to learn the habitual pattern when they show up. And ultimately, just sidestep them. You don't have to confront them. This would permit you more consistent experience of happiness and well-being. You see, everybody talks about mindfulness, and mindfulness does offer the possibility of serving human beings and by severing habitual cycles. And how? It hits them at the source in the brain. If you practice mindfulness, you can stop smoking, manage anxiety, channel problematic eating by cutting the link between the conditioned cues in your environment and your brain nerves because they respond to those cues. The problem is not practicing mindfulness, the practice is how to do it. How to is a point where people ordinarily fail. And they fail only because they don't know the process. All these life coaches and the gurus and everything, they talk about it. And then they say, close your eyes, start counting beats. All that is nonsense. You have got to awaken your mind. Awaken yourself psychologically, mentally, with focus. And that is when you're facing any hurdle, any obstacle, any issue, snap. Like this, snap, snap. Now how to do it? It's very simple. It's 5 words, snap, not S-N-A-P, but add another P and you will find it. So let's take what SNAPP is. I made this up as an anagram. And I find it to be very useful. The first, S. Stop what you're doing for the moment when you can tell that you're getting triggered by something in your environment. Anything makes you anxious, makes you nervous, makes you worried. Stop right away. And you would find, so stop, but then you don't have to do it later on, you have to do it right now. The moment something is there, stop being triggered. The moment something agitates you, whether you are nervous, whether you are agitated, whether you are afraid, disturbed, stop, but not for a long time, just for a moment. Even that will cause a break. Then, and notice with curiosity what's happening to your mind and to your body. Witness and watch the play of the body sensations, the flow of thoughts, mental images that is creating, and how one image replaces another, how one thought goes after another. Start noticing inside you. Start noticing the sensation of the body. Are you sweating? Are your palms clammy and are you perspiring? All that would make you notice it. Third, A, allow. Allow these experiences. Don't stop them. Just as they are, without judgment, without trying to control them. You know, something is happening, and if you try to control it, it will react. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, is a scientific law. If a thing is coming naturally, if your experience is coming naturally, you stop it. Find your response to it, both mental and body, physical and mental response. Automatically it will change, but then don't try to confront it. As I said, sidestep. That's important. And this experience should be as it is. Don't judge it. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it evil? Is it noble? Would it lead me to hell? Would it lead me to heaven? That's all nonsense. Don't talk about that. But controlling at that time would mean you are actually challenging it. And I don't mean to say that you are signing out for discomfort and change. You are recognizing what's happening without trying to change it. Say, I'm having pain. So I'm experiencing pain as pain, not trying to change it. I'm feeling discouraged. When I realize that I'm discouraged, as I said, stop for the moment, see my body sensations, and what's going to happen is going to happen. Que sera sera. What would be, would be. So don't confront. Now comes the fourth letter, P. P is penetrate. Penetrate the uncomfortable sensations in the body. Now let me tell you one thing. Whenever a mental situation is there, there's always a physical manifestation of that. No mental activity is divorced from the body sensations. Let's be very clear about that. So, penetrate the uncomfortable sensations of the body. Take full breath, deep breath, and continue to take deep breath. Breathe deeply until you see that the triggering situation is changing or you are at peace with it. Now, this would change your negative pattern of your brain, and you will feel as you know you put a seltzer tablet in soda, and then you can see the bubbles coming out of it. You will see those problems are trying to dissolve, and if not dissolve, become more flexible. You will find the ways out. So, SNAPP. First test is stop for the moment. Notice what's happening to your body. Allow the things to happen without being judgmental. Don't confront. And then penetrate those sensations. And the last P, prompt. Prompt yourself to move or act with intention in the direction that is most important. And reflect compassionate care for others. Say you are injured. So stop, you're being injured. Are you feeling clammy? Okay. Then think, well, I'm injured. Say so you're an accident. Are other people injured at the same time? Are they injured more than I am? Can I help them? That would automatically take attention from your pain and injury to the others and help you breathe better. Have better compassion for yourself later on. The sense of the fulfillment would be there. So prompt yourself to move with an intention in that direction. And the direction is compassion. Pause for a moment to be kind to yourself. Yes, I'm injured, but okay. Maybe his injury is more serious than mine is. You remember the story of the Sir Philip Sidney. He was injured in a battle and he was going to take water. He took out his water bottle. There was a war going on and he was going to drink that water. And he saw a soldier next to him, looking at him. And he handed over the bottle to the soldier saying, "Thy need is greater than mine." And saying that, he expired. But he saved the life of the other soldier who had a sip and passed the bottle to the third soldier. This is a sort of an infection. You're kind to somebody, he'll be kind to somebody else. So, and that circle goes on and on. And that would help you feel great about it. So SNAPP: stop, notice, allow, penetrate, prompt. These are the 5 steps to achieve mindfulness. And these steps, if you adopt, can help you face the triggers that can make you anxious, that can trouble you, that can destroy your concept of happiness. Absolutely. But those triggers can be easily handled. Going by the jargon that are given by so-called life coaches and so-called gurus creates as if it's a metaphysical thing. It's not. This simple practice of snapping awake, I call it, but basically snap, stop, notice, allow, penetrate, prompt. Now, when you always adopt this 5-step procedure, you would find that it becomes the second nature to you. It becomes your habit. And you are not bothered about the things which normally you would have bothered about. And that helps you deal with life in a better way. You build the skill of deeply listening to these patterns. And these patterns tell you how you play defense against pain every day. When I use pain, I don't mean only the physical pain, the mental pain, the psychological pain. Any unfortunate emotion, whether it's misery, sadness, remorse, dejection, despondency, that all is pain. So it can be physical or mental in its various manifestations. So you have got to have a defensive role. You cannot go on offensive. And for that defensive role, snap. As they say in a snap. So that's what it is required. And you would learn this way how the body and spacious presence outside you. And it will clear your awareness. You are full of cobwebs at that time. You are always in a state of indecision. But when you notice what's the reality, when you penetrate the causes thereof, when you prompt yourself to rise up and fight, or to change your strategy, whatever it may be. So, you have a better purpose and a direction to work. Mindfulness is not withdrawal. SNAPP is an activity which enables you to use mindfulness as a further involvement, not a withdrawal from life. And basically, your habit loops have to be broken. And you can't break them without snapping. Let's not forget abusive language. Many times, you are hurt and you abuse, come out with an invective. But if you just stop at that time for a few seconds, allow to see that experience what it is. Penetrate the sensations that are emanating from your brain into the body reaction, and then prompt yourself to move or act in appropriate direction. You may not 100% remove the pain, but you would make yourself 100% pain proof. You see, pain would always be there. Troubles would always be there. You have got to inure yourself that they don't impact you, they don't influence you, they don't change the course of your action. So, snap up. Snap. That should be the keyword. SNAPP. Notice, allow, penetrate, prompt. And you would find yourself a better person. Thank you.